Hello everyone, Suparna. Welcome back to my channel Suparna's Speech Therapy Clinic. First of all, let me wish you all a very happy Independence Day. So let us go to today's topic. In the last videos, we have seen the speech and language delay that you see and commonly see in children, and how you can find it out at home, and how do you find it out at home, and how do we speech language pathologists find it out at our working setting. So today let us see how you can manage it at home, or how you can improve the speech and language skills at home. So once the child is diagnosed with a speech and language delay, the child starts attending the speech language therapy sessions. So merely speech and language therapy sessions are not enough for the child. So in order to improve the speech and language skills, child needs to get a good home training program. That is nothing the training that you give at home. The caretaker or the parent, either of the parent who spends most of the time with the child, has to carry out some certain techniques or certain things at home in order to improve the child's speech language skills, apart from the speech and language therapy. Okay, because the child spends his 30 minutes or 45 minutes in just 30 minutes or 45 minutes in a speech language therapy sessions. Rest of the time child spends at home. That is, most of his time is at his home. So the speech and language stimulation should begin at home. Also the speech and language therapy session should go on. So here are some few tips or from few strategies that you can carry out at home to improve the speech and language skills of your child. So the first one is modeling. It is nothing but we need a response from the child. We want a desired response. We expect a desired response from the child. That we are modeling the child. That we are showing the child what the response should be, and like what his answer should be, and then we are expecting the child to imitate it. Like if suppose our task, our goal is to greet a person. The child has to greet a person, whoever comes in to his home, to our house. So first what we need to do is we should greet that particular person. We should be, before asking the child to do that, we can greet, hello, say hello, and we can tell the child, so now Amma has done, Amma has greeted the person, now you say hello. And we can't expect the child to say that hello at the first time or in the first situation. It may take a number of trials or attempts for the child to come up with the word. So what we have to do is, what the child's response should be, we have to model it and expect the child to give the child time to imitate it. Okay. The next technique is self-talk. That is basically if the child is with the parent or the caregiver or whoever it is. What we have to do is, whatever we are doing, suppose we are in the kitchen, we are doing laundry, we are doing something else, we can explain our activities to the child, but in a very simple manner, like using simple terms and in a reduced rate of speech, like in a very slow rate of speech. Only then the child will be able to understand what we are telling, and then only the child will try to start using those words. So here also we can't expect the child to express the words in the first attempt. It may take a number of maybe 10 or 20 or 30 times or trials for the child to come up with a particular word. Don't force the child to come up with the word. Give child time to express them. So next technique is, suppose like I said, it's a technique called the self-talk. Next is parallel talk. In this technique, what we do is, when we play with the child, now in the first technique the child was with us. Now once we play with the child, what we can do is, we can explain or describe child's activities. Suppose the child is playing with a car, we can say, it's a car, it's a red color car, the car has 4 tires, the car has a steering, the car has a horn, and mama is there, papa is there, and you can name the child also in very, very simple terms and simple words, simple sentences, and in a very exaggerated manner, and with using a lot of facial expressions and a lot of open mouth posture, all those things. When we speak to the child, we should be very careful. We should be using very simple terms initially, because language development is from simple to complex. So very simple terms, and you have to exaggerate your facial expressions. We have to use a lot of gestures along with the words, and we have to do everything with a very clear and open mouth. Then only the child will be able to understand what we are trying to say. So that is like what in the parallel talk, what we do is, we are describing or explaining the child's activities, what the child is doing. And next is like we have to give the child time. The most important thing is like if we expect some response to the child, we have to wait and see the response, because like it may take some time for the child to come up with words or with some letters. So we have to give them time rather than just forcing or making them like demanding. What we have to do is we have to wait for some time and wait for child's response and then move on to the next thing. Like if for example, if you are showing a picture like a picture book or something, and we are showing a picture of an apple, and we say like this is an apple, and we need the child to say apple. So we don't force the child, say apple, say apple, say apple. We have to say it like apple rather than just saying apple. Make it like apple. So the child is getting some time to understand what we are saying, and that too with a very open and clear mouth. So that we can expect that, and we can tell the child, now you say, Amma has said, now you say what is it, and child may not like suddenly the child may not be able to, like spontaneously the child may not be able to say the word. So give him some time. If at all he doesn't say, don't force him and or don't like scold him. Okay, then Amma will say again, that is apple, and you can move to the next picture if the child is not like responding properly. And that is like wait and see, like we have to give child time to say rather than forcing the child. So the next technique what I am going to say is for children who has like vocabulary and who finds it difficult to put it into phrases or sentences. For those children, what we can do is, like if the child says, the child wants water, the child may come to us and say water. So what we can do is want water, or we can say I want water, Mama want water. You can put it into a sentence, into a phrase or into a simple sentence, and make the child repeat the same. The child may not, that is here basically we are expanding the child's utterances. So here the child should have good vocabulary, or he should have a good number of words in his repertoire. Then only we can expect, or we can expand the child's utterances into a simple phrase or a sentence. And next is like recasting. Suppose the child uses a sentence in a disordered manner, like if he wants water, he may say water want, or want I water, in a disordered manner. We can put it into an ordered sentence, like we can say I want water, rather than just saying what you have said is wrong, before saying don't or no or negativizing what the child is saying. We can put it into a good manner and make the child say no, is it like no, rather than saying no, you can say it is not that, like it is it is like this, you have to say like this, I want water, that is the correct way. Now I have said, now you try saying, like we can recast what the child's utterances. So these are the basic and simple techniques or strategies that you can carry out at home, and as I said, you won't be successful in the first attempt or in the second attempt. It may take a number of times or number of trials or number of attempts for the child to come up with the words. Give the child some time and wait for the child's response, and be patient. So that is it about the tips that I am sharing today. So if you have any doubts regarding anything what I have said, what I have shared, you can comment mention in the inbox. If you want to know more about anything, you can either comment in the inbox, or you can directly contact me in my Facebook page, Suparna's Speech Therapy Clinic, or you can email me. I will post my email address in the link in the description box. So please like, share and subscribe my channel, Suparna's Speech Therapy Clinic. Thank you.